Welcome to the Just Josh podcast.
Who the fuck is this guy? Hey, who the fuck are you? Huh? Who the fuck are you?
This whole thing's a little weird.
Never you fear, laddie buck.
Harbor Boys, welcome in. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing
Thanks
well.
for having us.
Didn't you guys start off as gospel rap? Is what you told me?
Yeah, no, we started off as we were actually an electro country band.
On SoundCloud.
So on SoundCloud, yeah,
just SoundCloud.
My beef with EDM isn't that there isn't good artists within the scene, because I think there are, and there's a lot of good producers that are making good music. But like, I think it's the fans that just annoy the fuck out of me. One of my friends took me to Avicii, and it was like a free show. She's like, come on for free. You know, I got you, whatever. I'm like, that's the only way I would ever go. But I gave it a chance because I'm thinking like, well, this probably would be good. And everyone talks about how much they love this guy and stuff like that. So I go, and like, I'm looking around. I don't know. Some of them are hype men, not actual like musicians or producers. And that's 100%. What I hate. They just press play and they're like hyping up the crowd. And Avicii, I don't know, because I don't know him well enough to know how good of an artist he is or not. But the song was going like boom, 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 boom. Okay, so that would be cool if that was one part of the song. But as soon as it went boom, 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 and then maybe like 20 seconds later, it would go dun 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 da 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 da. Boom, boom, it would do the same fucking thing again. And these kids, I'm looking around, these kids are going out of their mind. Like out of their mind. They're like, it looked like they had never heard that drop before, even though it just happened 20 seconds ago. And I'm just like, and that was the whole song. It was like that thing on repeat. I don't know. I don't know why. I can't believe I started this episode off with like this huge EDM rant. That was not my intention.
No, it's good. So Bader is actually that's my alarm going off. Bader is actually our hype man. So when the beat's about to drop for us, he does the same thing. It's kind of it ties in. It ties in.
Yeah, very much.
Man, so talk about, I guess, just like I'll play some of your stuff in a little bit, but kind of your influences.
We started off I was doing solo stuff for years when I was like 14, 15 with Pasadena, Joey Harcum, like early Bumpin' Uglies and stuff like that. And then I met Bader. I was playing Ram's Head Live with Higher Ed, actually. And
awesome.
I was solo playing in between them, and Bader was there with a couple of guys, and we were like, oh, we should just jam. Because I've been looking for a band, but it's so hard in this scene to not find someone that's not in like 12 bands. Yeah, the scene's bunch of band whores. There's a bass player for 12 different bands, but I was trying to find a band, and him and a couple other buddies, mutual friends, and we just got together and started jamming and started playing with like Bon and Bentley and just local
Ray.
bands.
Love those guys.
Oh yeah,
as well.
Love
Alex and Ray,
Big Daddy Ray,
Father Ray.
Yeah,
Ray's my dad.
But yeah, it just started kicking off. We started finding like more like solidified members and who want to do this type of music, and we started finding our sound. We're finding our sound a lot now with all our old shows, but
that's okay.
Yeah, we're finding our sound a lot now. It's kind of all our new members and all the positioning that we're doing, moving around, but it's all reggae.
Lots of movement.
All reggae.
Reggae rock.
Do you Jah Bless?
Daily.
Because I just want to make sure that you guys are doing this reggae thing right.
100% legit. 100% legit.
Okay.
I'm actually from Jamaica.
Yeah, we actually all have the locks tied up under our hats.
Yeah,
so.
I could tell.
In the book bag like Damian Marley.
Have you seen an Asian with dreads? I've once. He worked at a coffee shop, a really hipster coffee shop.
I really want to see that though. Can you grow something out? Like,
oh well, I could.
Happen?
Oh, I've had when I was younger, I had longer hair in general as well. But
once again,
this is only because I went to New York, and the barbers there do the same haircut. They always do. they do that like Puerto Rican haircut or whatever, where it's just real high and tight. That's the only reason my hair looks like this right now. And this is actually like 3 weeks of growth or 4 weeks of growth or whatever. So it was actually even shorter than it is now.
Well, it looks majestic. I love your mane.
Yeah, so I see you have a bunch of other members here too. There's 3 of you in here. We didn't want to... I knew if we had too many people in here, I was going to get a lot of complaints. that we are not following COVID.
We're not following CDC guidelines.
We are not following COVID guidelines. However, everyone wore a mask inside until we were seated. You know, the only thing we did was make out at the beginning. I really don't think it's going to spread. They said it was only certain.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure like you have to look at each other funny.
Right.
We all got tested.
I,
took the COVID test up your butt or something.
Yeah, that's how they do it, right?
That's how I gave it the other night.
Everyone kept telling me nose. I'm like, wait, no.
I do it like a newborn puppy, man. That's right out the ass.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. Yeah, we were all making out before we walked in the door anyway. So
it's our band ritual every time we see each other.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I'm pretty sure I saw that was your ritual.
You gotta kiss the homies.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's true.
You gotta kiss them good night.
True.
Amen. You gotta say I love you to your homies.
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, you gotta make sure that everybody feels
love
appreciated. You know what I mean?
I mean, I took Cody in at least twice a week.
Yeah, sober too.
So yeah, I mean,
that would how cool, dude. How cool would it if we start our own service where someone just comes in at night and tucks you in? And then maybe for like $3 more, we'll read you a quick bedtime story. You know,
with you for $5.
Yeah. Well, with COVID, I don't know. I'd read them a book across the room, but
6 feet.
Yeah, but once we get our vaccines, and cuddling for sure.
Yeah,
they can pre-order the cuddling,
but there should be like tiers to the cuddling though, because like he's skinny, he's a skinny mini, so he would charge like $2.
Have you guys?
But I've got some like meat on me, so like this is at least a $20 cuddle.
Oh yeah,
this is a $20 cuddle. That's a $5 cuddle.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I mean? 100% agree. Have you guys toured a lot?
I have.
Touring? I have not.
Okay. Just because as a crew member, there's a lot of cuddling in that. I've woken up a few times where my one of my tour mates was cuddling me. Haven't gotten the finger yet, but I have gotten the woken up and like getting the petting. I've been pet before.
Yeah, so I was doing a bandwagon tour, and me and another crew member had to share the big bunk. Have you been in a bandwagon before? Yeah. You know the big bunk that's in the front? Yeah, me and another guy. No, the bottom big bunk. So like there's the four in the back,
right,
and then there's the one up top, like right near the front lounge.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That big like double bunk.
Okay,
that's right below that.
Okay, yeah.
Me and another crew member had to share that.
Yeah,
the entire tour, and it was like a 5 or 6 week tour, and there was a ton of cuddling. We got very close. And we switched off Big Spoon, Little Spoon, by the way, too. So
yeah, it was like my birthday weekend though, and we were playing like a weekend, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday with Bonnie Bentley, and I was turning 25. I took like I think 10 shots. We played, got all the gear, went back to the hotel bar, and we had like 1 hour, and I was sober, and I was turning 25 at midnight. So
talk about a power hour.
Yeah, I took 10 shots. It was like 10 shots. Most of them are Jameson tequila. And I did wake up naked in bed with Bader.
Oh, that's fine.
Not the first time, but
yeah,
nothing happened. My ass didn't hurt in the morning, so it's either I took it good or nothing happened. But
that was Ocean City.
Yeah, that was Ocean City.
Oh, that was Ocean City.
That was Ocean City. Yeah. That was a gig. We played a Bonnie Bentley a weekend thing, and
man, some of the craziest shows were definitely secrets. But back in the day, secrets. Like when
Not
they had
modern
before they turned it into the brewery and they had those old ones there. Oh my goodness.
Is that when they had the hotel over there?
Dude, we would have like, man, I can't say half of the stuff
legally, for legal reasons.
Like that's all stuff that you keep in your mind box, you know. It's like
good stories to go back to on a bad day.
I see a lot of people posting like, "Oh, no big deal, just hanging out with, you know, let's just pretend like Jacob from Soja or something like that." But they're just standing in front of the gate, like with their picture. I'm like, that's cute. That's cute.
That's cute.
There's definitely some stories that I could never tell, but a lot of good times for sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was one point that the movement lit their hotel on fire when we were there, and like they were never allowed back. But
you tell your story?
Then they were allowed back, and they got shoved all the way down at the end of like where the main street is, the end where they used to have those like little things, the really crappy ones. But that's when they stopped doing like band housing after that, I'm pretty sure. Now I could be wrong. And this happened when and there was a different lineup of the movement too. So I don't want the current lineup to be like, what the fuck, man?
You're getting an email tomorrow.
Yeah, I probably will. No, I had John, who used to be their key player, on here. Oh, you have a story?
We have multiple bad stories about wrecking stuff, but so we played first in Harbor last year. We were headlining one of the stages.
It's always a shit show too.
Me and him, we didn't play until 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. We were the last band, one of the things.
Yeah.
Last day, I had to play like an acoustic set, so I stayed sober until the acoustic set, and then we killed a 30 pack. He climbed up like the Raptors at Rams Head Live while Real Big Fish was playing, flipped back into the sound booth. But then that wasn't even the worst of it. We get back to the hotel. Our drummer,
you didn't get in trouble?
No, they
not at all.
Oh, it's first and Harbor.
Everyone was kind of fucked up. But so we get back to the hotel, and our current drummer at the time was not Dave.
Current drummer at the time.
I was gonna say that. I was like, isn't he your current drummer?
He's our current drummer.
I think the way that you were trying to say that was his drummer at the time.
I started to ask, is he not your drummer? Why is he here? Is he just like your buddy that you brought in?
Yeah.
No, I actually I saw them on the street and just walked in with them.
That's funny.
Took a picture with
not
them,
surprising in my neighborhood. Not surprising.
Our drummer at the time, our past drummer, Dave's our current drummer, but our past drummer at the time was he brought this girl back into the hotel. We were all passed out, just half asleep. And they started like banging on our counter, like the kitchen counter. And we're just like, I'm like, bro, just go into the like effing bathroom or something, man. Like, get out of my face. I don't want to see your like dick flopping around in my face when I'm hungover, about to throw up. So he takes a bottle of Screwball and goes into the bathroom with this girl.
What's Screwball? Is that like Fireball?
Screwball? Screwball is peanut butter whiskey.
Fireball.
It's dangerous. Either way.
Sounds disgusting.
So they're like hitting it for like, dude, it was like
just like regular whiskey.
Yeah.
Amen.
3 to 4 hours in there, like no lie. It was like 4 a.m. and I'm like, they're gonna break the fucking shower door. Like the shower's glass. He bangs her right through the shower door. He falls, glasses in. Like I'll show you a picture of it later. You show.
That's awesome.
Glasses everywhere, blood's everywhere.
Send it to me.
It looks like it's like
I'll pull it up.
It looks like a CSI scene, and
blood everywhere and shit too.
Dude, it was blood
it's
everywhere.
It's a gnarly picture.
I was passed out through all of it. But
his foot,
send it to him.
Glass.
I'll send it. His foot was like glass, like all the way up in it, and then they're both naked, open the door, and just blood all over. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
how much was that to pay for?
Luckily nothing. But
wow.
But
there was no warning on the shower saying it was fragile.
Yeah, so we had to
that was
there was a warning. There was a warning. He actually had the warning label tattooed to his calf afterwards. But it was a warning.
A memory.
But I don't know. Either way, they didn't make us pay for it.
That's awesome. So what have you guys been up to during quarantine? So since you didn't really tour that much before this all hit, have you guys been doing any live streams or doing anything like that? Trying to, or have you just said, fuck it, we don't really give a shit?
No, we've actually been kind of going against the status quo during quarantine. Instead of hiding and kind of playing it safe, we went the opposite direction. So I actually joined the band in the very beginning of the quarantine.
So you're like new.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing here then? I need to talk to these guys.
Yeah. Well, you can talk to them if you'd like. I mean, I can leave.
This is why we brought them here.
But no, so I joined the band in the beginning of quarantine, and pretty much we kind of hit the ground running. We've been doing a lot of demoing. We played a bunch of shows in Ocean City over the summer. We've been kind of staying to like bar gigs, and we kind of turned into like a cover band over the summer.
That's nothing wrong with that, man. Especially if they pay you.
Don't say that.
No, but like it's true. Like
real quick. I feel like there's that facade that you can't, like, you know, if you're trying to be an established band, you're trying to do original music, that you can't play cover gigs and you can't play. You know, if a bar wants to pay me $800 to $1,200 to play fucking things, right. Listen, as a manager, I'm telling you out there, I'm sick of people trying to be embarrassed about playing these shows. If you need the money and it's going to go toward getting that producer that's going to help you with your original music, fucking play those shows. Don't be embarrassed about them.
Which we did.
Which is exactly what happened, because we were saving up all summer and we actually just started working with Howie on some new stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we did. I mean, we banked all the money all summer, and you know, you
guys are going to get 10 times your worth out of that.
Oh,
whatever you're paying him is not enough.
100%. I've already heard the drums for the new song, and he made me sound like a good drummer, and I'm definitely not. So he's a master of his craft.
Very hard thing to do.
Yes.
So especially make Cody sound good too, singing.
I didn't do vocals there yet, so I'm still nervous to do vocals with him. But
Howie's gonna tear you apart, and I'm so excited.
I'm gonna walk out of there holding my asshole, but it's okay.
But no, like, I mean, honestly, we took advantage of something that, you know, I know that a lot of our friends in the bigger bands, if they could have done that, they, you know, they would have. You know, I mean, you can't expect for, you know, dirty heads to go out and play bars, you know, REM and Sublime.
No, but for the local artists, the ones that are trying to establish themselves, you know, the people that are trying to get out there and have original music and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, I think there's also on the flip side, you know, you do want to make sure that you're branding yourselves right. And if you get to a certain point, you want to make sure that you're taking certain shows, and, you know, it's not always about the money, but when you're at where you guys are at, you know, when you're there, it's grind time. Just fucking grind, man. There's nothing wrong. And then sometimes even doing these special shows, like with the big bands where they just show up to a bar and do like an hour set, you know, those are the things that you can get away with and do and make them special and cool. But I don't know. It frustrates me because I get, just as a manager, I also have my business degrees, and I'm just like, it just annoys me when I hear people that, I get everyone loves music and everyone wants to do music and be in music, but there's a whole different thing from being smart and making like taking calculated risks that, you know, if it doesn't necessarily pay off, you're not setting yourself back, you're still moving forward. But like, there's a lot of diva-nish and like bright lights. I see the bright lights. And to me, it's always been, well, first is your finances. Set up a business plan where, you know, this is how much you want to, and then you can adjust it as you go. You know, we're spending too much on merch. Let's cut that back and put more into that.
You got it. 100%.
Not even that. I mean, like playing bar gigs and stuff too. We were meeting a whole lot of people and stuff.
Networking.
That we would have never met.
Yeah.
And whether it just be people that are going to listen to us later down the road and everything else like that. You just start.
We actually met a lot of people at bars that would come to our like more original shows, like Soundstage, stuff like that, after seeing us at like Delia Foley's or Fed Hill Bar or something like that.
Do you guys watch Mandalorian?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
100%.
You don't like it, or you just haven't watched it?
I just don't watch it. You might kick me out of the house, but I've never seen a single Star Wars in my life.
No, that's okay. But I was gonna say, well, then it sucks because it's like, this is by far the best Star Wars. But you're young too, so like when I was growing up in the '90s, like our parents would show us the Star Wars,
young
and
do
they
you
were
think I
still.
am?
You said you're 25.
Yeah,
but I'm 10 years older than I'm 11 years older than you.
How old do you think I
like,
am?
I don't know, probably the same age, right?
Yeah.
All of you guys are probably in your mid 20s.
Oh, thank you. You're gonna make me blush.
He's not.
I'm as old as you, bro. I'm the dad in the band, bro.
And what's sad is we're not even old, but like I could not start a band now because the amount of time it would actually take me to really establish it and get it. I'd be in my 40s already, like up on stage. Like,
we're gonna be going on our first tour. We're gonna be going on our first tour, and Alan and Dave are gonna be on walkers.
It'll be like Motley Crue. I mean,
dude, it'd be like,
I can be your Mick Mars.
Mick Mars,
just
baby.
the drummer instead of a guitarist.
We're gonna have to put like back braces and shit on him, and he walks up on the drum set.
Well, we already had, when I first joined the band, we already had to deal with fill-in drummers. Like as soon as I joined,
drummer Phil, shout out.
Yeah, getting drunk and falling off the stage in Ocean City.
I mean, that's pretty funny though.
I always find it funny when the young bands, like, they'll lose a member, but instead of like replacing him, they'll get the touring. Like, you know, the studio will be like, just take him. He'll be able to play all the songs. You're fine. And it's this old guy with like long hair and like grays, and he's just rocking out in the back, living his dream, like behind the amp.
That's going to be me. That will be me. Well, if you want to play drums in this band, then I can just, sit backstage and play for you if you want.
Well, we can definitely switch. Well, I can actually play. So we should switch spots one day. You should take over the podcast, and I should come play a show with these guys.
That'd be sick. I'd be down.
I'd love to.
And we'll record it all. We'll record you doing the podcast and then interviewing us as a band, because I would be in the band.
Right.
Part 2.
But I actually have to play one show though. Otherwise, it's not official.
Fine. You can play as many
one
shows
show.
as you want.
Just one. I don't want. I'm too old to be playing shows. I'm a behind the scenes guy.
Dude, come on. I'm the same age as you.
Next time.
Are you saying that I'm too old to be playing shows?
No, but I'm just saying, like, I like being behind the scenes. I like management. I see a lot of managers too that are always like putting themselves out there. I'm like, bro.
Next year, if COVID's done and we play Tiki Bar again with Ballyhoo,
that would be, dude.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Drummer, you're the manager.
That would be pretty cool.
I've tour managed before. I could take on Ballyhoo for the night.
Before the show. We could all sit together and do it before.
You want to hear something funny about that though?
Welcome to the
We were playing Millfest.
Not Josh podcast.
Yeah, Tales from the Just Josh podcast.
We were playing Millfest, and before.
Was that over at what's that place down in Catonsville? Yeah,
so we were playing. Yeah, but that year they were playing was funny. First time I ever met Dave. He actually interviewed us for a podcast.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And then,
can I come on your podcast, or am I not cool enough?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not.
I just like direct shamelessly plug Dave after him.
Well, see, it wasn't a shameless plug,
but then he said
you didn't mention the name of the podcast, so it's not technically a plug.
All access.
You just see,
what is it called?
What's that?
Yeah, what is it? Go ahead and plug it.
No, it's cool.
Plug it.
All Access Pass podcast.
There you go.
Cool.
Sorry, Bader doesn't have headphones for any of you that
That's
are
okay.
watching
Yeah,
this.
yeah. So
We just kind of have to tell him.
So before I told them like since he can't hear it, we have to make sure you guys recreate it.
Giving him false signals.
Yeah.
Give him false signals.
As someone that can't grow a beard at all,
Yo, shout out.
I'm super like
That's all I can get.
I've had it since junior year of high school.
so like for some reason like
You
over
got more
here
than me. Like,
no, but that's laziness. That's not for me like trying to grow anything. It's just like I haven't shaved in like 3 days because I'm a mess right now. But anyway, so like
I've been doing heroin for 3 days.
yeah, I just came out of that closet. Like, no joke. I was in there in fetal position.
Hey, Bader was
for
in the
like
closet last
3
week.
days.
better, yeah,
Well,
better come out of the closet
congratulations.
last week.
Yeah, congratulations.
So the funny thing is, speaking of
He's just like I don't know.
speaking of beards, the funny thing is when I joined the band,
Oh,
I had a beautiful beard. It was wonderful.
What'd you do with it?
And I had to shave it because I felt weird being
You
in a
had
band
to?
with kid. No, these guys are 10 years younger than me.
He has a
So
beard.
well, I didn't really,
Yeah, but if you have a beard, they won't be able to tell how. Actually, I guess when you shave it, it does make you look younger.
Yeah,
That
well,
is-
I mean,
that
I
is
look
true.
10
I
years
mean, look at
younger
the picture.
when.
He looks young as shit.
Yeah, and I was
He does look young.
so big.
Hey guys, how's it going?
We look way
I,
harder.
just, I don't like getting carded anymore. So
Dude,
I have a
I
beard.
get carded. So it's like sometimes we'll go to like the strip club or something, and Bader acts like my dad. So like we'll be like, "Hi, I brought my dad to the strip club."
It's his 18th birthday. Let's show him a good time.
Yeah, that's how we do it. Like
Yeah.
it works every time.
It's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Did that work after the 500th time you've gone to the strip club?
No,
Well, not the same strip club.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have your
We
home
have to get
club.
a-
and
gotta
then you
mix
go
it
to
up
other
every
ones.
now and
gosh,
then.
gotcha.
You could at least switch it up and do every other, and then once a year go back to the other one because you're like, oh, it's his birthday.
Right.
Yeah, it's his birthday.
Because
next day at a different strip club, it's his birthday.
you're like, wasn't your birthday on the 12th last year? It's the 24th. Oh no.
It's my half birthday.
Yeah.
God.
Well, that's the best part about touring is that you can go to a new strip club every night.
Well, let's tour then, Dave.
Let's go.
But yeah, I can't grow a beard.
I've already been there, done that.
that was
son.
the
Come
point
on.
of that. I
You
can't
gotta do
grow
it
a beard.
again.
Yeah, I can't grow a beard no matter how hard I try. Like
You can do it.
One time I got full this. I shaved it here and then I got the patch here and it was full and beautiful and it looked like legit. And then I shaved and it never grew back the same. I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
the one time. And I don't know why. I don't know what happened that
That's
week
it.
that made this actually grow in. But it just doesn't grow in. It's just
Do you want to know the
Fuck.
secret?
yeah,
I'll tell you the secret.
just putting pubes on there.
no,
Gluing
no, no.
them?
That's,
Oh.
that's
Gluing
old
them.
school.
That's what I
old
thought.
school.
A legit
No, so
something legit.
you gotta, yeah. You have to stimulate the follicles.
What about those rollers?
Yeah,
with the
Facebook
needles
calls
on
me
it?
out every week and it's like, buy this face
Are you saying
beard
I'm
grower
ugly,
in 3 weeks.
Facebook?
I'm like, F you, Facebook. Like,
Yeah.
God, you're
If you have
Yeah,
your dogs lick it though, that's bad. Like I get like patchy areas when my dogs lick my
What?
face in that spot.
that's why
Like,
Bader
they
can't grow
lick
pubes.
it right off.
I was gonna say what else do you have your dogs with, Dave?
Wow.
That totally makes sense.
Oh my god.
That totally
damn
makes a lot of sense. The opinions of the guests are not those of the Just Josh podcast. I just had to throw that out there. Now we're good legally.
You should have said that from the
Now
beginning.
Well, I'm fucked for everything before this, but
Yep.
everything after this, I'm good. So,
Everything before that, he agrees with us.
dude, do whatever you want now. Man, I was reading something about how like over time your voice changes because of like the
Puberty?
things you experience or whatever. Well, not just that.
Yeah, every 10 years.
I just hit puberty
but,
like last
like,
year.
every
What'd you
10
say?
Yeah, it's every 10 years. Your
like it
voice
gets
changes.
deeper, and then
Yeah.
as you get older, it gets higher again,
Yeah.
or something like that.
It's awesome. Well, you
What-
could always do what I did and just turn into a ghostwriter, and that way you don't have to sing, but you can still have that musical outlet. And you already have the contacts in the industry.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
how I got all my
Boom.
contacts.
Well, I have this set up to produce for
Yeah.
people to come in and record.
Yep.
Like if you guys just want to do a single sometime, fucking come in here and record for free.
Let's
And let's
go.
just hang out and like
Let's do it. You
and we'll
heard
ju- it's on me. Like let's just record and have fun. You guys want to hear a funny story of my shed out there?
Does it have to do with Jesus?
Well, kind of.
All right.
Like
I love how you asked
Kind
us
of.
if we wanted to hear it, but then you didn't give us a time
he
to
nailed-
respond,
he
and then
nailed
you
his hand.
immediately went into it.
yeah, you didn't really
We
have a
didn't-
choice.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice, but
No,
go ahead.
not at all.
We're all ears.
Well, the shed was built by an Amish dude, like a real Amish dude. They have that service where
Yeah.
the Amish people come and build the sheds. And this guy was hilarious. Like I think his name was like Jacob blah, blah,
Seamus?
like something
Was it
something
Seamus?
crazy.
Jacob
yeah,
Amish?
something, yeah. And so, dude, the guy built that whole shed in like 3 hours, like, but
Dude, it's wild,
legit. And it was, but the one, at one point he comes in, he knocks on there. He's like, Jebediah, can I use your bathroom? Just like,
sorry, my bathroom.
And I thought, and for a second, I probably sounded like seemed like a dick. Cause in my head, I was thinking like, I didn't know Amish people use toilets. Like I thought they just shit out in like the back. I thought they just like walked out back.
God.
And like there's
Good thing
a bucket.
no Amish people will be watching this because, but
well, they don't watch. They don't watch.
technology.
Yeah,
they don't have internet.
No. I hope that this.
Did
guy
you have
might.
to like turn all the power in your house off before he came in, or?
I don't know. See, I wasn't sure. I wasn't
Take
sure.
out all the vibrating
Like, what is
dildos
the
from your shower.
protocol? What's the
Like,
protocol?
Wait,
for
was he
that?
using power tools?
The thing is, like, they don't wipe, right? So, like, what did he do? Did he just like, because he can't use toilet paper because it was made with a machine which uses electricity, which is against their religion.
Well, I think that the Amish that do stuff like that have like special permissions and stuff.
Yeah, they're called. See that?
So they're hypocrites.
It's like
you know the TV show.
Possibly.
Yeah,
They're like less
Mennonites.
strict. They're less strict Amish.
You ever saw the TV show The Amish? Like, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, but that was
Amish
fake.
Mafia or
Yeah,
something.
that was,
Amish
but that
Outlaws?
was fake.
That was
all
super fake.
scripted. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I wish.
Now you just ruined my day.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, damn it. This is
None of those shows are fake. I promise.
thank
So,
God.
so you're telling me that there are actually no Amish Outlaws or Amish Mafia?
Amish Outlaws.
That's
a band.
Oh, that's a band.
Yeah, I was
cover
gonna
band.
say. I love those guys,
Dude, they're awesome.
Dude,
They use electric guitars.
you know what? Those guys are playing my wedding. It's official.
Dude,
If I ever get
they're
married,
amazing.
which
I
probably
wish them-
won't, they're gonna be my fucking band.
So my
you marry all
problem
of
with
us?
Amish Outlaws,
Huh?
Can you marry all of us?
Yeah, I'll do whatever.
my problem with the Amish Outlaws was I loved them for years, and then I shot a show for them, and I actually like started talking to them, and I found out that they're not all Amish.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
That
Amish
really-
Outlaws not
That
Amish.
really fucking bummed me out. I was because like they all got the get ups, but I think only like
But
two
did
of them.
you
like,
legit
two
think
of
they
them.
were Amish?
Yeah, 100%.
They're playing electric guitars.
100%. Because like we grew
At
up
bars where there's
we grew
alcohol.
up around like a bunch of Amish people, and I know that there are Amish that have special permissions for things.
Are you
But did
Amish?
you ever see
So-
them playing guitar?
No, well, of course not.
Well, okay.
All right, listen. This isn't a podcast to make me feel stupid. Okay,
They just
I'm
magically
just
got up on
saying-
stage
I'm
after
just
never
saying-
playing a guitar in their life. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna start a band." We know every
But
cover
no,
from every
the-
band, even though we've never listened to the radio.
But there are dudes in the band that are actually Amish, and the one guy is a guitarist. So, and the other guy is a singer. Hypocrite.
I didn't know any of them were actually Amish, but
Yeah, I think it's like 2 or 3 of them actually are.
I think
It's,
you're making up shit, dude.
yeah.
No. The singer, Big Amos or whatever his name is, or Big Papa Amos, or I can't remember what his name was.
Big Papa Anus.
But no, he's legitimately Amish from what I understand. And then the guitarist that's over on stage right.
Yeah, but he's not
dude with the-
legit because he's playing guitar with electric on
Listen,
stage.
listen.
With the porn star name.
And he says dirty jokes.
He does. But he's a reverend or whatever. That's why he wears the hat.
It's my kind of reverend.
They're one of my favorite cover bands.
They are.
Oh my God, they're so
Badfish,
good.
Because I'd rather go pay and see Badfish than see Sublime with Rome or any other cover band. I would go see Rome. I would go see Rome's All Stars, or I would go see
Rome's-
like Rome with whoever.
Well, Rome's regular
But-
band. His like solo band's so much better. Like,
Yeah, I like Rome.
I saw them at the Fillmore or no 930 Club at 30 Heads, and Rome's actual band's good. His
Yeah.
Sublime cover band's like
No, I'm not hating by any means. Like on
and
but
we're
it's just, like,
blacklisted.
once you get to like, but you're not the only one. I know Bumpin' and a bunch of other bands have been
Oh, yeah.
blacklisted
Poor
from certain
Bumpin'.
things.
love Dirty Heads.
I don't feel bad for him because honestly,
Rome.
I think it's badass. Like, just be you, do your thing, and it wasn't meant in a hurtful or like mean way. It was just
Yeah.
a funny.
It was a joke.
It was
I
a
actually-
joke, and they took it. I get it. Trust me, I get both sides because they're both right.
It's pretty funny,
which is
though.
the thing.
It's funny.
You know, like they have a right to be upset, and Bumpin' has a right to be like, hey, we didn't really mean it. Like
Rome?
anyway,
It's a
you know,
joke,
whatever.
bro.
It's a joke.
Rome's a chill guy though. Like I was at. the
Well, no,
Dirty
I
Heads
don't
show.
think any of them cared. I think
Yeah,
it was
I
more
think it
their
was
management.
yeah, management,
but, you
yeah.
know, whatever.
But that's what
I don't know shit about it, so it's not like I'm.
Yeah, and
But I
whatever.
just think it's funny.
it's beef. It's funny beef.
But I mean it in a nice way that I don't feel bad for him because I just think, you know, just be you and do you, and that's what Brandon's always done. So was that what that was?
What was
Jesus.
that?
I don't know. It wasn't this.
What are you inhaling there? That makes a noise like that.
It wasn't me.
I think
It
it
was
was like
like
this electric static.
Yeah.
It's electric
I
static.
hear it again.
Dude, we're all gonna get shocked now.
Is that?
This whole thing is just gonna go up in a puff of vape. We're all just gonna become vape.
Oh my god.
YouTube.
We're such we're such awkward hipsters, all of us, like sitting here with our vapes.
Yeah, we all smoke cigars. So if you want to, if you want to get in on that,
Oh yeah.
So I don't hate on people that like cigars because it gets for the taste and the flavor. It's nice. Like you're not actually inhaling anything, whatever. But
I hear some fighting words coming.
Yeah.
Here they go.
No, I've just never been a cigar guy because I'd rather
because you have to be a cigar man.
I'd rather either smoke a joint or I'd rather like, I guess smoke a cigarette. Not really, because I really don't like vaping. But
Well, I think you just haven't had the right cigar then.
You probably had
Maybe
like a
that's what it is.
no,
grandfather.
I've had some like expensive fucking cigars
Not
given
about
to me.
the price.
No, I know it's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
about the price, but I mean good quality ones that should be. You know,
I get that.
should be, and it's just.
Because some people it's not the thing.
I'd rather have like a glass of whiskey with like one rock in it
I'm cool.
than a cigar, if that makes sense.
I'm cool with both.
I'm pretty much for legal, whatever it's called, like legalizing
Go ahead, Bader.
prostitution.
Isn't that
Just-
what's the Kamala's talking about doing that?
Yeah, just I mean, at this point,
I mean,
if a girl wants to do whatever and she's making money, that's on her.
I did a whole
If it makes it
research
safer-
project on this in high
I
school.
love how you hesitated when you said that. You're
and the
like-
biggest thing is if it makes it safer for them because
Oh,
they're not
definitely.
getting like pimped out
Well,
and like beaten on the street.
That's the thing in
Hell
Vegas,
yeah.
or not Vegas, but Nevada is that like
Well, you can do
they
that
don't
there,
have-
right?
it's certain counties. So I did a whole project on this in high school.
Talking this language.
How much you did a lot of research for it, didn't you?
Huh?
You did a lot of
I
research
did
for
a
it. didn't
ton
you?
of research.
He
and
actually went to
went
Nevada.
out to
I
Nevada.
actually went to Nevada as
He went to
as
the
a
cat house.
17-year-old, and never mind, I didn't.
But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
But anyway, it's like a legal by county thing, so it's not actually illegal. It's
But
just
they
every
had that
county
bunny
determines
ranch
it.
or whatever out there.
That's
right?
why
always
I wanna
been
go to
famous.
That's
that
why
so
it's
bad.
legal in Vegas, or not Vegas, but outside of Vegas.
Right, Nevada.
Nevada.
It's like in the middle of the desert in Nevada.
Yeah.
Right? Not in the
Well,
middle.
it's
of nowhere,
like
but,
3 counties in Nevada have it legalized, but it's by county, and they do it for schools.
Is that true?
That's
Can
not
we
true
fact
story.
check this? Can we
That's-
please
that's
fact
like-
check that?
That's like casinos. Fact check it, but it's like
Oh my
casinos
God.
it's like casinos around here and
Oh, he's
stuff.
actually fact checking.
Much like
You're
the-
like, how do you properly search that?
Oh my
Well,
god.
Nevada
School prostitution
for schools.
FBI's.
for school funding.
What you're trying to say that they tax them and the money that they
it's
tax
the
is
money-
used for
The
schools?
money that's taxed
Is that
used
what
for
you're
schools.
trying
That's
to
what I'm-
say?
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I thought I made it kind of clear.
Very
Let's see
poorly.
what
Wikipedia, even though
brothels in Nevada.
Wikipedia is not always correct, let's see what they say.
If you donate to them, they're correct.
Yeah, well,
It looks like it's
prostitution permitted strictly regulated brothels. Oh, brothels. It looked like brothis with like
Brothis.
I don't know. Like, why do they capitalize the I?
like
Like, that's how
Brofest.
high I am. Operate legally and mainly isolated or away from public. However, prostitution is not legal in all of it. Okay, where do we get about taxation? Let's see if they say taxation. Politics, criticism, legal brothels, situation, state legislation.
Mm-hmm.
Politics.
It's a great thing to talk about.
Because I would assume that's where the tax part would be. Play both sides of politics. Okay.
public opinion. Maybe it's in there. Wait, is there a prostitution museum? Is that what that says?
There's
Where?
a prostitution.
No, scroll back down.
Scroll down.
See where it says museum? What does that say?
Crystal
As a
Nye
brothel art
County,
museum, you said with 2 local brothels.
What?
So you can go to an art museum and get a hand job all in the same, at the same location.
Boys,
I don't
our
think they
first
let
tourist in Nevada.
prostitution, but it's about the prostitution. Dumas Brothel Museum.
You spelled brothel museum.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Well,
that's wait.
it's hard to write.
That-
It's
that's
hard
in-
to write.
That's in. That's
Ew!
in, that's in
This is
Minnesota.
what you want to go to?
I never said I wanted to go to it. I'm
That's
just saying.
rough.
Let's go to the Just Josh brothel.
dude, go have fun there, man. You're gonna get your dick cut off.
You need a tetanus
Not
shot
sucked
just
off.
looking at
Dude,
that.
that just seems like somewhere that Pokemon Go would take you.
You need to bring
Charizard is.
Where's that? What
You
was
need to
that
bring the
Lakers
crop
player
tours
that
you
was
just
married
entered.
to the Kardashian for a while? Like, didn't he go to one of those brothels and then that's where, like, not to make light of a situation that's
he was
sad,
walking out, got caught.
but I would assume this is like where he went.
Probably
Multi-millionaire
No idea.
dollar guy goes there. Yeah, probably. Oh boy,
I would be embarrassed.
Why is there
walking down
blood
that
on the
hall.
sign?
Like-
That's what I want to know. Like,
it looks like somewhere in Criminal Minds. Like
That does not look sketchy at all. Just throwing that out there.
Don't worry.
whoa, dude, what the fuck? Is that there? Is this supposed to be there? What the fuck?
Wait.
Is
What
that
does everybody see in this picture?
that's the ghost of fuck
Someone
72.
sitting down.
I see two ghosts.
It kind of looks
Looking
like
at each
it kind of looks like
Like
a
one-
man with an
sitting-
elephant
sitting
head.
in-
I wish I
sitting
could
in
draw
one
on
row
this.
looking at each other.
That'd be dope. I
No,
don't have that
look.
technology.
There's an elephant head, and
I
then
just
there's
see-
like there's a Jedi. So it's a Jedi.
I just see
with
a
an
woman
elephant head.
sitting down in a rocking chair is what I see
She's
with
the
a
girl.
dress on.
She's the girl successfully
woman?
I
fucked
can see that.
72
and then I can
men in
see
24
where you
hours.
see the other guy. It looks like Jason or from Halloween.
It kind of looks like
the dude
there's a
from
Misfits
Halloween.
mask in the background there too, like right over the right shoulder there.
Oh,
It's kind of like a Misfits.
we're idiots. We're just looking at all the pictures like fucking idiots when they have descriptions of what's going on and like why we what we're like.
Montana.
This is the
Built
ghost.
in
of the-
18 just first series of predominantly male pattern in the spring of butts mining.
What is the what's
Too
the
much,
what's
too
the
much.
satanic thing that the goat that has one hand up, one hand down? That's what it kind of looks like in the picture.
I don't know. I don't. Jesus.
Anyways,
Jesus.
Jesus can't help us here. Jesus
Yeah.
has left the chat.
Got that away.
Look at
message
this
up.
woman. She's about to get a
Oh.
hand job there. If she's touching the door.
She's about to give a hand job. What do you mean?
What is she doing?
Isn't that she's at the museum trying to give some hand jobs? and
She looks
stuff.
like she's got about 3 teeth in her mouth, and I love it. Oh, the room even has a red light. Oh my god,
That looks more welcoming in the hallway.
that is a honeymoon
It looks
suite.
kinda
Right there.
That's
comfortable.
creepy when you get the red light out through the window.
Oh, I love it. So each room has a window too.
I try not to do too much of this stuff because people listening are like, "What the fuck are they looking at?" But fuck them.
Yeah, well,
This is
Eh.
crazy.
That literally looks like the hotel from
For those
Harbor.
watching at home, you can go look this up. It's called the
Dumas brothel.
TripAdvisor.
Dumas or Dumas.
Dumas
brothel
Proto
museum.
Museum.
Hey, Mr. Dumbass.
Every time I go west, people do say like you have a Baltimore accent. I'm like, I didn't know we had one. I thought we were normal. I thought that's like how everyone talked.
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Okay, enough of this. But yes, that okay. We looked that up.
I think you actually do have porn up right now. What is that?
Oh no, this is so. This is actually for a different podcast.
Is that
not
Tinder?
you guys? This is for tomorrow. I had everything up, but
Oh, it's nice.
I'll talk about it with you guys.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
So there is a
I thought it was porn, honestly.
Yeah.
I was like,
Come on,
No, I didn't think it
guys.
was porn. I thought it was one of those porn ads.
First of all, if there's
that,
going to be
like,
porn, there's
opens
going
up
to
in
be
the
gay
background.
trans porn, but you know,
Amen. Invite me back for that one.
yeah. So there's a theory that everyone has a non-biological twin in the world, and if you think about it, just like animals, humans are a species. There's probably only so many combinations of us that can go, and who's to say that if you have similar combinations with the right DNA, that you couldn't produce someone that looks very similar to someone else, even if they're not biological. So there's these crazy stories, and they're true. They're all true stories too of people going and finding their twin. So when I looked that up, I looked up to do more research on it. There's actually a website. It's called
Holy
Twin
shit.
Strangers. You log in, you upload your photo, a clear photo, and then they use facial recognition,
that's wild.
like the FBI and stuff,
That's
and they
scary.
find your
Tech
twin.
analogy.
How crazy is that?
I think that you and I kind of look alike. I mean, we
Have you
could,
done it?
we could be twins.
But yeah, so Twin Strangers is my porno. That's what I look at.
Were you gonna say the last name is Asian?
No. What's your
Oh,
last name
okay.
again? Yeah, your last name is kind of Asian.
Well, I'm adopted, so my last name's Kutcher, which is very Jewish.
Are you related to Ashton?
And I used to tell people that in college because I was adopted. So I mean,
Could
a
happen.
lot of celebrities adopt
be a
Asian
thing.
kids.
Yeah.
You know, it's a thing.
Very true.
So in college, they'd be like Josh Kutcher. So they're looking around for like a white Jewish kid, and I'd be sitting there like this.
Mm.
And then I would get in trouble, or they would just skip me and mark me absent. I'm like, okay, whatever.
You're not
Yes.
white or Jewish.
What is wrong with you?
Where did you go to school? It sounds incredibly racist.
I went to UMBC. You must be Chinese. That's how I got in.
But that's you must be Chinese.
Yeah.
But where? I mean, I'm talking about like grade school.
I went to Sacred Heart, and then I went to Loyola up in Towson.
Okay.
And then I went to Franklin for a year.
Jesus.
And then I went to Umbeck and Towson for college.
Jesus.
I didn't get it. I didn't end. I started engineering and I didn't finish it because I was just like, I just remember getting out and doing like things where I'm like, this is not what I want to do.
Exactly.
And it's at that point, it's like I was so close to finishing, but then it's like, do I, even though I could get my degree, like, do I get a degree in something I don't want and spend that money, or do I take the extra money that I would have spent to go finish it and just start my bit? Since I'm gonna start business anyway, might as well just start business and then go faster. So that was I loved engineering growing up. I used to take things apart, like, well, kids won't know this, but like tape players and CD players and shit. I used to take them apart.
Do you know what that is,
and
Cody?
put them back together.
What is that?
Dude, I have a 51 disc player. So you can put 51 fucking CDs in there. I got that when I was like 16 in like the 90s. It was like the coolest thing ever. Oh yeah, that's what the speakers are for that TV.
Oh my God.
I don't have like any of that Alexa shit or any other like wireless things. It's all wired. I'm like, nah.
I didn't even see that TV back there.
Yeah, I have so many, dude.
So many TVs in here.
Dude, when on Sundays for fantasy, I'll have like one game on there, one on here, one on here.
How do you watch this one? Just
I sit over here.
I got to say this whole podcast room is just kind of like a museum, and I love it.
Yeah,
I just keep like staring around.
Yeah, I keep on looking around at like all the cool stuff in here.
One of the problems I had when I first started the podcast is that we would spend an hour of the guests coming in and just complimenting the room and saying and being like pointing out everything. So I had to start to get to the point where I was like, we can't talk about the room. Like it looks cool, but that's just, whatever. Right, it's a room.
That's you guys are good. That's a very nice way of telling me to shut the fuck up.
No,
it's cool. It's cool.
No,
I appreciate it.
No, I feel
it's getting kind of annoying.
I just think I don't know. I
cut his mic off.
I just feel like, when it comes to management or other things, like if you're actually paying me to do a job, then I'm going to go 100%. And I'm going to make sure that I have the resources and you have the resources for us to get what we want done. So all this stuff, it looks nice, but really it's just because it makes it efficient for me to get a lot done. Something I did when I was little is like, I would take the Connects. Have you ever seen Connects and stuff like that? And you could make like the roller coasters and like the Ferris wheels that were electronic and stuff. So I did that on my ceiling. And you know how you go to the museums, they have those balls that drop down, then it goes through all those different crazy contraptions or different things happen.
Yeah.
I basically did that on my ceiling, going all the way around.
Wow.
And then it would drop down and and click the light off.
Something really excessive.
I was like, very excessive. Just shut the light off.
Like a simple task.
Yeah.
I seen like that on YouTube. I was getting like a YouTube like wormhole and like watch shit like that.
I do that too much.
That right there 100% proves, regardless of the last name, you are Asian.
Yeah, that's
some super smart dude shit right there.
Yeah, but I still think it's like inherently learned though. Like one time I had this boss say that I was dumb for an Asian, but he was just racist. He was just
that's incredibly racist.
Yeah, he was just a really racist dude. So like, I was just like, you do realize I have like 3 degrees, like, I don't know what you're like, but he said that to me and I was just like, I'm pretty sure he got fired, but
fuck you, bro. Watch this.
At that point, I was so done with that company. They were nervous I was going to file a lawsuit. So they were like kissing my ass and asking me like, well, what do you want? Like, what do you want? And I'm like, it's not about what I want. Like, this isn't a money thing. Like,
Exactly.
Your dude was fucking racist and he said some really nasty shit behind my back. And luckily the other waiters and waitresses and people heard it. And they've been saying that because he tried to fire me. And then I find out about all that shit. And then I took it to the company and they were like, super scared. Yeah, so they were like, because they went and did an investigation and all the waiters stuck up for me. They were like, dude, he was great. Like he did his job. He helped us out. Like he was great. And then like, we kept hearing this guy say all these really racist shit. And so
was it Red Robin?
No. Although that's funny because it seems like that might be a place that would happen or something.
Yeah. I feel like Red Robin is like,
I love Red Robin.
If you go to Red Robin, it's all white people. I don't know if anyone else has ever noticed that, but it's like the Annapolis of restaurants.
I never recognized that.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Now I'm probably gonna look at it.
Yeah.
Now I have to actually go to a Red Robin to look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get that unlimited basket fry order or whatever.
Okay.
And
I worked there at one point.
I worked that shit.
I think it was in college. So here's a picture. I'll throw it to you guys. So I don't think the camera can see it. Let me see if I can put it in front of the camera.
That work?
Oh my goodness, this is so funny. I forgot I had that.
Shit.
Sorry, that was a horrible throw, but I can't. Paper.
What is it? What is this?
That is
Look at the stain on the back. It's kind of
kids
suspect.
back in the day. That's what came out of like one of those cameras, and you used to get your picture instantly. But that was me working at.
Were you the Red Robin?
Yeah. Holy.
You were the mascot?
No,
Is
I
that
was
what
the
that
guy
is?
fucking the mascot.
I
Yeah.
can't see the picture yet because my
Was that like an overall thing? Just like
Nice.
fuck Red Robin? You were
How
just
funny is that?
Dude, that's impressive. That's
Yeah.
good form too.
Dude.
The Robin has excellent form.
Well, she was okay.
Well,
I mean,
the form
Was
is
it a
excellent.
girl?
So, do you know what sucks is that now I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna get cancel cultured now when people see that because I think it was a girl inside the costume, but like she was the one that suggested it. So let's put it out there that it was.
She signed it.
It was consensual.
It was consensual.
It was totally
That was a
consensual.
great throw.
Consensual bird.
That
fucking.
was a great though.
I'm so glad you got that on camera too.
I throw
Oh,
things.
they can't see that over there either.
Yeah, but you see it on that camera. That's beautiful.
It's excellent seeing this behind the scenes because
I can't. That worked out great. Anyway, continue with your solo podcast.
Our solo podcast.
Yeah.
So what do you guys have coming up? Anything coming up?
We actually
anything
have
planned?
we have a bunch of shit planned. We're actually gonna hire this new drummer. Josh. He's gonna play our first gig with us. Our old drummer started a podcast, thinks his head got too big, and he just wants to.
It's not even that good a podcast.
It is not.
It's
terrible.
Honestly, it's pretty bad.
Keeps trying to plug it, and it's just like
He bought a SM7B and then all of a sudden he thinks he's a podcaster. So
Dude, he just keeps buying equipment. Like
That was going
Yeah.
to be my next purchase. Was going to have these be the guest mics, and I was going to get my own mic. But
so funny story. When I started my podcast, I originally started after Howie started his. And so I just
Copycat.
essentially just modeled everything off of it. And then when I had Howie,
So you're
on-
basically admitting on my podcast
Yes,
that you
but-
basically copied off Howie's
No.
podcast.
I
it's
actually
called Tales from the
I
Rain Room.
I actually admitted it.
Tales from the bathroom.
I admitted it on my podcast first when I had Howie on.
Can you please make us episode 69?
Yeah, if you want, it'll come out in like 2 years though, because I'm so slow at editing these things. You guys saw how many I have them backlogged. There's like 10
skip a couple
episodes
numbers.
backlogged.
Skip a couple numbers, and then
Yeah.
go back.
or you have us back on for
Well,
number
I don't-
69.
Since I don't record it live, which is a good thing. Since I don't, we don't. If I had a producer, I would go live. I'd just be like, okay, you take care of that. If we can just talk, that's great. I don't really care what we say, but like when you're doing it yourself, it's a good thing to just edit it. You guys want to play some music?
Yeah.
Can we play
Sure.
some music?
Yeah.
What song you guys want me to put out into
actually-
the,
I can't hear it.
interwebs?
So
We deleted a bunch of them. So Carefree, right?
Probably
oh
Carefree.
wait, our
Yeah.
music.
Yeah,
Oh,
hear
shit.
music.
Carefree.
Yeah, Carefree. We have our
It's
good
featuring
buddy
Brandon Hardesty of Bumpin' Ugliest.
Papa Brando.
Yeah, that guy's having babies and shit. Jesus.
I know.
I think he just announce another one.
Yeah, he just
I think I
announced
just saw it.
Yeah,
If you get a website,
Congratulations to him.
he's pumping them out.
super stoked. You officially helped me with something today because I realized now that our YouTube channel sucks.
Oh no, our YouTube sucks, and that was one of my things with trying to.
Well,
get
if you guys ever want
realigned
help,
with stuff.
I definitely with COVID
Trying to
have
get,
freed up some time.
Oh, so that's one of the things is I think we're gonna start using Fiverr to start making lyric videos and stuff, and just start getting a bunch of lyric videos and at least some kind of video content out, whether it be something that you have to read.
You guys are slacking, man.
We are, and it's
Dude,
all my fault
COVID's
right
like
now.
now. On one hand, I think you'll get lost in the shuffle too if you don't have like quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Like a lot of people just post to post, and obviously that doesn't work. Like, the numbers game, unfollowing with those apps is just so stupid. Like it's the dumbest thing you can do. In fact, it'll hurt you.
It works like one time, but then you see like on TikTok, for example, to use TikTok as the
Do you
Zoomer
boomers know what
excuse.
TikTok is?
Yeah, do you guys know what TikTok is?
We actually
But,
have a badass TikTok. I'm just throwing that out there.
But like, so yeah, there's
TikTok's
people
been
that
taken off.
there's a lot of people that
They took it down.
No, it's been taken off. We got taken down twice, but then brought it back up. Joint Operation got taken down a couple times already too.
Taken.
I went the
They
Northeast.
got taken down.
I went the Northeast. And I'm from Pasadena.
I was about
Leave
to
my
say, you were
language
definitely
alone.
from the Dina.
I'm drinking a Coors Light and a 40 ounce. I'm definitely from the Dena.
You guys brought your own 40s.
Yeah, man.
oh yeah,
I have like craft beer in there.
What's
For
No,
the
it's
guests,
Coors
and then
Light
it's
40,
just
man.
yeah.
We bring our
I'm
own
living
beer.
I'm living the sober life over here with the Aquafina.
You're such a liar. You took 2 shots last
Niagara.
weekend. Yeah. You took a Jello shot on
Niagara.
Saturday.
Is
Sober life
that
my ass.
Niagara or Niagara?
I don't know what you're asking me.
Stop.
I'm not,
Niagara.
Stop talking.
Oh no.
I'm doing the Bones Coffee. Shout out Bones Coffee. They set up our coffee bar and send us all this wonderful coffee.
Shout out
It literally
Bones
is
Coffee.
the best coffee. It's better than Starbucks, Starfucks, whatever. By the way, speaking of Starbucks, I posted this the other day.
Starbucks.
I do refuse to say their names for sizes. Like I'll go in, I'll look her straight in the face. Large, dark roast.
caramel
large,
iced
dark.
frappuccino.
Dark, large, strong.
I mean, it's
Coffee.
weird. This one woman went in. She was right in front of me. She's like, "I have a grande pumpkin mint spice latte with extra cream sugar," and she names off like 8 other things. I'm like, "What the fuck are you making?" Like that
Just
can
give me a black coffee, please.
She added
exactly.
like chai in it, like, and she was so specific about like almond milk, but also low fat skim milk or something. I was just like, holy fuck, Karen, like relax. You know, like
That's why I don't like.
why
going
don't
to
you just make
Starbucks.
your shit at home? Thank you so much.
No, you're right in front of the camera now too.
No, that's okay.
Look at that.
Now
butt.
look at that.
Look
Look
at
at
that.
that.
butt.
I wish
Oh.
I had music I could play. You could dance to it.
I had the Nirvana logo, but
There you go. Come on, get up.
I have the Nirvana logo on my ass.
I don't think you can hear the music.
Ooh.
I can't hear the music.
I'll just dub this over.
Is that Grand Theft Auto?
I'll just dub that over.
That sounds like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
It might be. I don't know. I just saw it.
that literally is the loading screen for San Andreas. I'm pretty
So-
sure.
I also noticed that your closing sound is actually one that I have on my sample pad for.
What's
our
my
live
closing
shows.
sound?
The game over.
Oh yeah.
That's.
I mean, I stole all that. I don't know where it came from.
I play that
Just
at the
like
end of
YouTube
every
or
single
something.
show. Every
I
single
never
show
heard that at all.
You play that?
Yeah, every
play
show.
it?
Every at the end of
same
every
exact
single
thing?
show, I hit it and it goes game over.
Have you played it ours?
Yeah. Every show.
We used to have
You guys, you have
I
that?
have never heard that.
Yeah, I've never
as
heard
soon
it
as,
either.
as soon as we hit that
So are
last
you
note,
saying
I
that-
go game over. Every show.
I think you're bullshitting us.
I'm not.
Are you saying that so I'll stop using
Jamie,
it
can
so
you
then you
backtrack
can
that?
start using it?
No,
Are you
I'm
trying
just-
to steal this from me
I'm
right
just
now?
saying. I'm just saying that I am an avid listener of your podcast because I
Ooh.
genuinely
Wow.
enjoy your stuff.
The-
And I noticed
The check's on
that-
the table on the way.
Thank
out,
you,
by the way.
thank you.
He's kissing your ass.
Make sure that you sign my name correctly.
I left
But
it
I
blank.
noticed
2 R's,
that
not 1.
the end of your podcast, that's what you play, and
Yeah.
that's also.
I
what
tried
happens
to.
what
I forget
play.
sometimes.
Game over.
My podcast is a mess, really.
Are
When
you
you
a
first
stalker
started-
of him?
Yes.
No, he appreciates
I
the finer things.
yeah,
of life.
I-
He's
can-
actually
I
been here
enjoy
multiple
good
times
podcasts,
without
so-
without him knowing.
So yeah, absolutely. This window right here, actually, I just stare.
He's
at
actually
it
been
a lot.
he's watched all your podcasts live.
I have.
He was jerking off to the
Jerking
Donald.
off to it.
Yeah. Well, especially when you're wearing the ballyhoo shirts. I mean,
Yeah.
those are. Oh.
Those are nice shirts.
Yeah, these
They're-
are. Hey,
those
shout
are
out to
good merch.
Ballyhoo Christmas time. They have so many good things on
Dude,
the
they had
website.
the
So
blankets.
much good merch.
Their blankets looked amazing, but then they're sold out. I'm like,
Dude, I know. So I got
I want one, and it's sold out. Payday was too late for me.
even when I work for them, I always buy my shit. Like I always support them and buy it because I'm like in
100%.
a way I'm kind of getting a discount by working for them with tips
Yeah,
and all that stuff
100%,
too. So it's just like I'll just buy it. I don't give a fuck. That one you can't get the longboard. I'm pretty sure the only one that has them is the band, me, and the guy that made it.
That's cool.
Dude, that's sick.
He had it at a show. I'm like, are those for sale? And he's like, well, there's only 3 of them, and like one we're trying to sell, one we gave the ballyhoo, and one we're keeping, and we're gonna.
Like
they might have like
individually
wrapped
paint
them.
it.
No,
Like
he
a
probably
print it?
printed. It probably got printed on whatever, but there's only 3 of them, and I know, and it wasn't like through the band,
That's
so I don't
dope.
think anyone else could have that one.
That's
But I
sick.
was gonna raffle that one and a couple of the other ones I have. I think I have girls and I have daydreams. And I think there's only one board I don't have, and I'm kind of upset they didn't do a pineapple grenade one.
Mm.
I just want one from each.
Yeah,
I
One
think.
from each album since
full
Adrian's.
collection.
I think.
Well,
that all
Cheers would be
bands
great
should,
too because that's a classic. That was
yeah,
like what got
that's
me more
badass.
into them too. So next time, bring me an album. You guys have an album? I'll stick it up there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For a couple
Can I?
episodes here and here.
If I pose like topless with like a real nice like black and white portraiture.
No, I just want an album. You know, I'll stick up there.
Oh, that's,
I'm
that's,
just
that's,
kidding.
that's a
I'm
real
just
nice
kidding.
way of saying that.
That's
I
gonna
was
be the
just
album cover.
No, it's cool. It's because I'm fat.
No, dude. It's 2020. I would hope no one would care whether someone was fat or not. Jesus.
Well, I don't know. Someone's not you apparently.
That's how we're gonna end it. This is how we're gonna end it on a dark note.
I was gonna go for another 15, but we might as well
I'm
just
joking.
end it there.
I should just flip
We
the
might
table over and be
just-
like,
Everyone's bummed out now. Everyone listening. Like,
no one's bummed.
Welcome to 2020.
No one's bummed. This has been a good time.
Is there anything that you guys would like to talk about, or well, I shouldn't have said that. Is there anything that like you guys have coming up as far as the band goes?
We're really just trying to like get some like well-produced songs out with Howie. We're working with him.
Good choice.
We have some new music that we're like writing that's completely different than the 5 to 10 songs we have out right now. And it's
you guys going more punk and rock and stuff like that?
Honestly, yeah. So
good.
So our core it's more like a reggae.
I've always envisioned
rock.
that for you.
Yeah. Did you? But so like the chorus is like the
3 days you've known us.
Well, I mean I followed you before this. I've seen you open for bands. Like we don't hang out or talk, but that has nothing to do with me not knowing who you are. But you know, I
drunkenly had conversations with you multiple times at ballyhoo shows.
Probably same, honestly.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I've always seen the cycle. I've been trying to get bands also too. I think like, you know, music kind of goes in cycles, and I think with, you know, everything going on in the world, things are getting a little more anxious and stuff like that. So I think rock and heavy metal and like stuff like that is going to kind of cycle back around. Even pop punk and other stuff like that is going to come. A lot of emo probably.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Well, so you can't say anything these days about Machine Gun Kelly without someone saying hater. I was like, I'm not hating on the guy.
I'm a Machine Gun Kelly advocate.
Okay,
boomer.
The guy's fine. Good. I love his music. But I said something about like what he was.
People are jealous.
I don't know.
People are jealous because he's dating everyone's childhood.
Everyone says that, but is it?
Who's he dating?
I mean, Megan Fox is hot, but like for me,
he's dating Megan Fox.
Listen,
yes,
Megan Fox to me has nothing to do with what my feelings of Machine Gun Kelly or anything. Like
I hate rap Machine Gun Kelly. Besides,
I'm like, there's plenty of hot chicks in the world.
Don't talk about our Lord and Savior Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh my god!
I have Machine Gun Kelly boxers. I have Machine Gun Kelly t-shirts. Machine Gun Kelly hoodies.
You would?
I do. I really do. I would. I must wear them.
He's about to get Machine Gun Kelly.
You sound like a Trump supporter, but for Machine Gun Kelly.
I am strong Machine Gun Kelly supporter.
That's cool.
Staunch Machine Gun Kelly supporter.
Make punk rock great again.
I don't think he has the greatest voice. I think he's a great entertainer. I think he
Travis Barker
is a
makes
great.
Him sound better. But
I think he's a great actor.
Yeah.
I can agree with those.
Did you see the Motley Crue doc? Dude, he fucking rocked in it.
Dude,
he was an.
Dude, he was legit.
I don't know if you guys can see the
we watched that. We watched that as a band multiple times. Just without Dave.
Circle jerk.
We circle jerked.
Without me, of course.
Well, because you're old. You're a boomer, old. Dude. Like
doesn't mean that I don't.
You're only
like
here for
Crew.
your knowledge. You're only here for your knowledge.
If anything, I would like Motley Crue more than you guys.
Did you go to the last tour?
No, I did not.
Exactly, I did.
See, now you're bringing it down.
I'm bringing it down.
Now you're bringing the podcast
I don't think that's
down.
necessarily true though, because I would like to think that kids can have good taste in music. They just don't. You know.
I like Motley Crue's ethic. Girls.
He's lost. He doesn't know where to go.
Up now. We took over the podcast. Sorry.
I'm about to write this fucking. I want to be like Coheed and Cambria and just write. You know,
albums based off comic books.
Like he's just incredible.
I think
they're just so fucking good.
The last album I was able to listen to like all
I have
the way
that
through.
DVD somewhere.
What album?
I think the final cut or
it was Stand Up and Scream by Asking Alexandria.
Second Stage Turbine Blade was the greatest album of all time. Just throwing that out there.
They're just so good live, man. I saw them open for Linkin Park, and when they were done, like half the crowd left.
Yeah,
I had no interest in.
I've seen them live a few times.
The Last Supper, that's what it's called.
I just like watching Claudio's hair.
Wasn't that Motley Crue and Ozzy?
Dude, he did a prank where he made it seem
I saw that.
Like he cut his hair, dude. And they freaked out. I freaked out.
Yeah, I almost had a freaking heart attack.
And I kind of in my head knew it was fake. I'm like, there's no way. And plus, it did look kind of goofy, but like I guess it was the face swap or they did something. It was.
I was so scared. I really thought Claudio like cut his hair off.
People lost it. His hair is so. But dude, their new album is so fucking good, dude.
I have not.
10 Speed. I think that's my favorite.
Vader's taking his mandatory jerk off break.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's trying to.
Dude,
dude, you just have to pull up. Just like push it forward
Stroke
and pull
it,
up.
Vader.
Just align it with the hole. Yeah, there you go.
We're teaching him how to jerk off here.
Align it with the hole. Just pull up. Yeah.
It's almost like this is almost getting into like a lot of topics that the punk rock NBA talks about or whatever. I don't know if you watch that dude at all. But
no, but I would love to. I mean, that's what I grew up on. Green Day was a big influence on me, obviously. So I got the Dookie album up there. I had that on tape. I had that in like Live Throwing Copper or something like that. I think it was like 93, 94. I guess 94, right? Is when it came out. So I had that on tape. I was really young. And I went to a bar mitzvah. I was like the only Asian kid there. And I'm pretty sure I won the limbo contest. So I got to pick. It was either, I think it was like Ace of Base, TLC, or something else was like my choices of prizes. And it was like a single. And I'm pretty sure I picked TLC.
That's a good
Chasing
choice.
Waterfalls. I wish
That's
I had
a
that
good
queued up.
choice.
If I had that queued up, I'd start playing it. But dude, I've been getting on a kick for like 90s R&B and rap again because that was when I was into rap, was when it was good.
Yep.
Before all the mumble shit.
That's what I listened to.
Yeah. It was when it had like
stuff.
Nas, Common, Tech Nine, like Biggie,
Wu-Tang.
Tupac, Eminem, Wu-Tang.
Yep.
All those were
Do you listen
days.
to all of the offshoots of Wu-Tang as well?
It depends. I a lot when I was younger. I haven't followed through because it hasn't been my genre for a while. Like since I was a kid. I still listen to stuff on the radio, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm all about that 90s hip hop.
90s hip hop.
Yep.
I was like 5. Yeah.
Takes me back to a better
I was
time.
3.
Takes you back to when I was 5.
Good old Black Star.
Dude, I just
You
remember
listen to
growing
them?
up with Barney.
Black Star, yeah,
Yeah.
no, that was good too.
Yeah, Black Star is
Yep.
awesome. Most Def. Who's that? Most Def and what's the other dudes in that?
This is some boomer talk. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Are you serious?
Are
I'm
we
entirely
boomers? I
serious.
don't know, dude. I just
we're not necessarily boomers.
All I know,
Anything-
yeah,
anything
that's
older
a
than
little
me is a
too
boomer.
old.
Technically, we're still
Well,
millennials.
Well, you just called me a boomer.
Yeah, dude, I
Yeah,
get called a
exactly,
millennial
boomer.
all the time,
Yeah.
and I kind of get mad because I always feel like we grew up in the middle time between boomers and millennials,
Right.
which
Well,
is a
that's-
very small, short period of time where we used to go, like, I wouldn't call my friend or text message my friend. I would just go over their house and knock on their door to play. And if they weren't available, I'd go to my next friend's house or whatever. And we all played outside because I don't think there was really internet like that is on the smartphone until I was in college, to be honest with
There
you.
wasn't because I
Like,
remember.
I think I still had a Razor, I think, in
Dude, the
high
Razors
school.
were the
maybe.
shit. A little, like,
Dude, they're coming out with them again, or they already
they
did, right?
had 'em, yeah.
we
I
had.
remember
I mean, I don't know how good they
Back
are.
in the
but-
day, it was like the back in black, and they're playing the black Razor
Yeah.
flipped up.
Yeah.
We had like a old PC computer that ran DOS when I was in middle school. And yeah,
Oof.
it was yeah.
I'm
So
pretty sure in
we didn't have
elementary
the
school
internet.
we had like Oregon Trail, like the original.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
we'd sit there and
exactly.
Play on it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't like being called a millennial
was a
because I didn't
vintage
have a
video
cell
game for me.
phone. I had a pager when I was in high school.
Yeah.
But like I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't
You had
grow up with
pager?
internet.
See, I wasn't.
I mean, I didn't
have
grow up
that.
with this. I didn't have a. I had a cell phone when
Yeah, I
I
had
was
a cell
like
phone.
13.
I didn't.
Before that, I
Jesus.
knocked on.
I didn't have a cell phone until I was 18. But
Jeez.
Well, you're
Well, you
contained.
still got some formative years out in the open. You weren't like tech savvy when you were 6.
Nah, I was
like
out
my
riding
nephews.
my bike until.
that's false. I had a BlackBerry when I was 15.
You just say you didn't have a cell phone until you
I had a
were-
I had a BlackBerry that was on a pay-as-you-go plan. That was for emergency.
Yeah, I had
use.
Virgin
I had a
Mobile.
black. I did a BlackBerry kick
I had
for a
a-
little
I had
bit.
Black-
I had Virgin Mobile a little.
With a little side scroll, a little side wheel on
I
it.
can't remember. I had like
That
3
was
different
so
ones
nice.
at some point.
They need to bring the BlackBerry back with the side scroll wheel, just specifically for like Facebook and Instagram.
Now I'm all Apple.
Yeah, that-
Every
that
single
would be
thing
a
I
great
own is
idea.
Apple.
See,
But it's only because it's so seamless. And the new, I just got the new M1.
I keep realizing every day you look like an off-brand Seth Rogen.
Kinda.
we heard that once in a
Kinda.
different city, and that
Yeah,
just
kinda. Not
Do
really.
you do the laugh?
no.
No. Such a hard laugh.
You sound like you're dying.
Yeah,
Stop.
All right, well, my iPhone's about to explode from all this
Nice.
craziness.
Nice.
So
It's only
It
been
was about to
recording for like
explode.
3
before,
hours.
and honestly, I don't want to edit more than 2 hours of video.
Yeah, we're
But
going
we
on,
need
like,
to have you guys back in. You guys want to come back in? And,
On episode 69, please.
absolutely not.
well, I was
Episode
just gonna.
69 specifically.
You told me to save this one for 69.
Well, you
So
can
want me
post
to
this
save
one.
it?
Post this one, bring us back in.
Can't be getting greedy
How many
here.
episodes are you until
I might not
69?
even make it to 69. Like I might make it 2 more and just quit.
That's fine.
Well, so make
it's
it
because you're my new
make it
drummer
at
and Dave's
least-
going to take over, right?
make it at least 3 more, and then do us in the third one, and then just post it as episode 69. just skip every other episode. That makes it
and
makes
then just fill in
And
until
it on
it-
69.
so release it as episode 69 for no reason.
Yeah,
But then when I get to 69, skip that one and then go to 70.
exactly.
And then people are going to be like, why is
69 have more views?
at 70, but then there's no 70, but why is it so far back? Like, how did this happen?
exactly.
How
And
did
then
you
it
do
turns
this?
into a popular thing, and then it gets millions of views, and you make money.
Anyway, before we get out of here, you guys got anything going on as far as the band that you want to promote
We have nothing coming up besides singles.
besides the Just Josh podcast?
Besides-
Whoever's
that-
doing your PR, you need to get a better PR
we
person.
just finished because we
Hey,
had shows.
watch
but
it, buddy.
time out.
My podcast does not.
All of our shows just like got canceled because of COVID. So all our bar gigs because lockdown Larry. But within the next 2 months, I kind of want to do like back-to-back singles. I kind of want to finish this first one up, which we're close to finishing, and then start right into the next one. But until then, on our website, theharborboys.com, you can buy merch, and that's the best way to support us because
Hell yeah.
we need to fund our recording.
What about plugging all our other socials and stuff? I think it's all at Harbor Boys MD
At Harbor Boys MD.
or at Harbor Boys. I don't think we have it all straightforward.
We can send it to him, and you can add it into the
Yeah.
stuff. And
Right here.
but thank you for having us, man. We really
Dude, thank you
appreciate it.
guys so much for coming in.